السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا. السلام عليكم.
I just muted you on Zoom. You need to X out of your YouTube pages or mute the YouTube page where the volume is. And then you can unmute yourself on Zoom.
Okay, I'm sorry again. Estağfurullah. Euzu billahi mineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbena zalemna enfusena ve in lem tağfir lena ve terhamna lenekunenne minel khasirin. La ilahe illa ente subhaneke inni kuntu minel zalimin. Rabbi şrah li sadri ve yessir li emri vahlul ukdeten min lisani yefkahu kavli. واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إني كنت من الظالمين اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. We have been studying Surah Najm, which is very, very complicated. There are lots of explanations of mysterious things, difficult things to understand. But inshallah, we will try our best to benefit from it, from its teaching. Now we arrived to verse 38. No, not 38, sorry. No, not. Okay, 33, I'm sorry. أفرأيت الذي تولى. Have you considered him who turns away? Turns away from what? From the truth, from accepting their reality, from submitting to their creator, or you can say from the guidance from their creator. It means turning away from what is the reality. This kind of people, what do? وَأَعْطَى قَلِيلًا وَأَكْدَى. And they, the translation says gave in the screen, but we can use it in a present tense. They give a little, giving grudgingly. Of course, you know why I preferred to use the present tense rather than past tense. Because we are not talking a person who happened to be in the history and we are reading the story of this person. I am reading my own story, and now what I am doing, this is the guidance for my practical life right now. So I have to read it in the present tense. Why? We mentioned this in this class on several occasions, that why the Quran uses the past tense. Quran doesn't refer anything really. Time was in the past, in the future, or the present now. Quran speaks without time limitations because it is from the creator of the universe, which is not subject to time. But the various tenses are used in the Quran in order to demonstrate the subject in a certain way. When Quran uses the past tense, it means, we have to understand it in general while we are studying or reading the Quran. We have to pay attention, even if we are studying the Quran from translations. Now, for example, the translation you are seeing in the screen says, gave a little. Who gave a little in the past? I don't know, none of my business, isn't it? So why do they use, but some translators are watchful about it, and they know that in the Quranic language, when the past tense is used, it is to express the certainty of the matter. Definitely they do this. It means, as if for the reader, it would mean, this past tense would mean it happens and it happened, that is for sure, and it is valid for every time. That is the necessity of understanding the eternal speech of the Creator, which comes from the eternal absolute knowledge of the Creator. So it must definitely, the knowledge, absolute knowledge of the Creator must be presented to us in a universal scale, not a particular segment of time. That's why we say, and gives a little. We are making it applicable to our own case, which is the purpose of the Quran. We understood why the Quran uses the past tense. Are we changing the Quran? That may come to one's mind. Now, the Quran in Quranic language, past tense is used in order to express the certainty of the matter in subject matter, which is under discussion. That always happens like this. It means, that is for sure. It means, as if you can take it, it happened. While the Quran speaks in this way, you can see that it happened as far as you are concerned as well. So they give little. That's a very problematic, not a problematic, but difficult figurative way of speaking. What do they give? The Quran doesn't say it. They give a little. And and giving grudgingly, not comfortably, not really, they give reluctantly, not freely, comfortably, surely. They don't do that. Of course, it has many meanings. The primary meaning comes to human mind is they give, of course, we are used to in our practical life, giving money or property or helping others financially or other ways, maybe clothing, food, etc. To other people, they don't give much. No, I feel that this understanding is very limited as far as the purpose of the Quran is concerned. The Quran is asking, give back your reality, return it back, your reality, to its real owner. So admit whatever you experience in this world, admit it is their origin and give it back. Not a little bit, in a limited way. How? For example, when I say, of course, universe is created by a super being. Okay, which may be accepted that it is God who created the universe. The universe belongs to him. When they give the universe to the creator, it is not really hard for a human being to accept that, oh, I have given everything back to the creator. I am left with nothing. No, people do that. We do that. People, it means you and me. We do this because it is easy to give the universe to the creator, because it is not that easy to claim otherwise. It means universe doesn't have an owner. It is very difficult. It is very difficult for a human being to feel confident in this claim. Universe doesn't have a creator. It is just there by itself, or it happened accidentally by itself, or whatever. In any way, it happened in this way. No one is really feel confident about this conclusion. Seems to be most of the people, even if they don't accept that the owner of the universe is a super being who is the absolute creator and individual absolute creator who exists self-existingly. It means whose being is absolute as well, must be absolute. That's how we can describe him. But at least they say, oh, there must be a super being. There must be something. They give it. It is not difficult. We have to understand this. In our practical life, it is so important to be aware of this point, to give the whole universe to a creator external to my sphere of domain, outside of my sphere of domain, because at the end of the day, in the end of the day, I cannot claim that I created the universe. It belongs to me. No way, there is no people, no person in the world who claims this. I am the one who created the universe. Well, they may say we created America, or somebody may say I created this nation. It means I gave a new shape to it, a new form to it, made it develop in a certain way. Not really, I am the cause of existence of this nation. No one claims this. So it is easy to accept the creator, but when it comes to my domain of possession, it is not that easy. Starts with my feelings, even my body. I cannot claim that I am the one who created my body. No one can do that. But what I say, I gave the nice shape to my body. For example, I protect my body from falling into illness. That is my domain. My mind produced knowledge. I cannot claim that I have created my mind, but I am the one who obtained and produced, originated the knowledge. Although I don't claim that I own the brain, I created the brain, but what it produced is my production. That is human domain. My feelings as well, my feelings. When I cannot claim that I created my feelings, but when I utilize them, when I use them, what is all the outcome of my feelings that I claimed ownership over them? That is important. When the matter comes to the domain of my possession, I give a little. For example, I may be a farmer to make it a farmer. Not many people are farmer here. No, maybe none of us. But it's an example, practical example. I may produce something. I don't claim that I created the earth. I don't claim that I created the seed. I don't claim that I created the water or other means, which are called causes. It is a misnomer, but anyway, in practical language, it is called, in this culture, causes. I cannot create them, but I cannot claim that I am the one who created them. But what I can claim, I arranged them. So be careful with the language, very careful. If I had not arranged these causes, these means, there would be no production. So production is the result of my labor, my work. So it is mine. Can I give it to someone else? No. Even the creator of the universe is excluded. No, it's not yours. Yes, universe belongs to you, but this is my production because this is my domain now. That is very difficult to give this domain back to its real owner, because I assume that while I'm not claiming the creatorship of my feelings, my potentialities, but I claim my free will as to be the creator of my actions. It has been a huge problem among the scholars in the past. philosophers in the past. When we do something as a result of our free will, using our free will, the outcome belongs to whom? To me or to the creator of the order of the universe and everything, including my free will? It has been a matter of dispute among many scholars, including, unfortunately, Muslim scholars as well, philosophers mostly, studying the Quran with a philosophical point of view, which means trying to explain everything within their own domain of experiences, rather than questioning the source of existence of this domain, including my free will. Can I claim the creatorship of my free will? I don't think anyone can. Any reasonable person can. I have created my free will, but I am using and directing my free will freely to a certain direction. As a result of this, I am creating the result. For example, I am driving a car. I am on the driver's seat. So using the direction, and you are sitting next to me. I say, I brought you here. Why? Because I pressed on the accelerator, gas accelerator, and I broke on the pedal of braking pedal, and I steered the steering wheel. That's why I brought you here. Excuse me. First, how about the car itself? Second, how about the abilities while you were exercising on driving the car? How about the power, knowledge, while you were using the car and steering the car and you know, stopping and accelerating, whatever, using the necessary tools? Can you own it? As far as this analogy is concerned, it is the car who is taking it. But of course, in reality, car is also a part of the creation, acting in accordance with the order of the universe. This is the grace of the creator of the order of the universe. But we are not going into that extent. We are just limiting ourselves with the conditions of this analogy only. In the analogy, car is the one who is responsible to take us, not the driver. Of course, the argument continues. Does the driver have no share in the result, which we drove from one point A to another point B? That is the very subtle question that is applicable to everything we do in this world. My answer is, I don't know how you would like to answer it. My answer is no. Because while you are using the free will, the ability to use the free will, utilize it, is also created not by you. You are created within these conditions. What is the usage of the free will then? Free will is a tool which makes the choice and begs, asks the result to be created. Free will cannot create. We have to understand this. Free will only asks, besieges, I want this, please give me the result. Who is going to give the result? The owner of the universe is going to create the result accordingly, adjust the order of the universe accordingly, because he has an absolute knowledge, absolute power, adjusts every choice of the free will of any kind of creatures, including human beings, of course, primarily human beings and other animals, everything. Whoever is given a little bit of free will, he is adjusting the results accordingly and creating the universe accordingly. But he keeps his promise, which is known among the people, that the order of the universe does not change. Although, again, it needs a very fine attention here, very delicate attention here. Order of the universe doesn't change, but whatever comes out of the order of the universe, whatever it is, continuously change. Order of the creation, act of creation doesn't change, but the result changes. What does it mean? It is a very interesting point. Order doesn't change, but the result changes. It means order doesn't change. It doesn't mean that the one who creates the order has no free will. But order doesn't change. It seems to be he has to follow the order himself. Although he is the creator of the order, but he is subject to the order that he himself has created. No, why not? Because it demonstrates at the same time that whatever comes out of the order is continuously subject to change. You understand this? Two, if you like, apparently contradiction situation shows that order is stable, so that the human beings, as far as we are concerned, or animals, or all those creatures who have been given free will know what to ask, how to ask the creator for what result. I know what I am supposed to do, and what I can get the result from the stability of the order of the universe. It means the order of the universe is stable, doesn't change. But at the same time, the creator continues to demonstrate through each of the creatures he creates that he has free will by changing the result continuously. Never, anytime, anything keeps its status in existence exactly the same. The plants grow. Atoms, molecules, atmospheres, everything continuously change in the sequence of the creation. It's an amazing way of seeing the creation, because we understand that we never, ever can imagine the absoluteness of the creator. And just everything so finely, with no confusion, no mistake at all, perfectly creates everything within a seemingly contradictory position. One is order doesn't change. The other one is continuously the outcome, the production of the order continuously changes and the order is not affected at all. Woman, it is mind-blowing for me. I am sure it is for you too. Unimaginably miraculous way of creation. When I say I cannot really claim anything in this world at all, but I can only claim that I am presenting my need to the Creator through using my free will. It means free will is a means to communicate with my Creator and ask Him to create what I want. Of course, it depends on the conditions of the order of the universe and also absolutely free choice of the Creator. But the Creator, gives, demonstrates his free will, but at the same time doesn't make me in a puzzling position. I don't know what to do. Shall I give you an example? Somebody wanted in the chat box said, give me a practical example. Everything we do is the practical example. Yeah, for example, I want to go out. I want to stand up. I want to speak. I use my free will. Whatever I want to do, what I do, I follow the order as much as I know. Do it. For example, I want to learn this verse, what it means. So what I do, I study the grammatic structure of the word and what the previous scholars said and try to gather my mind around the general structure of the Quran and try to define what the Quran is and what is the purpose of the Quran, understand this, and put this particular verse within the context of the purpose of the Quran, and try to understand what this says, what the Quran says. And those people who turn away from the reality, from the truth, they give a little, and even if they do, they give it grudgingly. It means me. Why? I don't want to give anything from my domain. That's what I want to understand. That's what I do. I use my free will, gather all the information, use my mind, which is given to me, while I'm using all these means, which are called in the secular societies causes. What I do, in fact, I utilize them and ask the Creator to provide me with the knowledge so that my memory, it's not that I created the memory, records it, and knowledge upon knowledge upon knowledge, and developed a certain amount of knowledge that I have, try to get more and more in order to get into a deep meaning of the message that I'm studying the Quran. If I want to drink water, for example, what I do, I go to the jar or whatever I have, or jug, and get the glass and pour it in and then put it in my mouth and try to swallow it. None of them, neither the jar, nor the water, nor my hand, nor my muscles, nor my ability to drink it and swallow it through my pipe, go into the into my stomach and distribute the water molecules to my blood cells, I have nothing at all. They are all done. What I did, I used my free will, which is given to me already, and asked the Creator, please sustain my life. I prefer you to keep my life, to keep me alive. And this sense of even wanting to be alive is given to me. I didn't create it. That's how I found myself. So everything is, what we do is a practical example, but it needs consciousness, awareness. So in this domain that the human beings can claim that this is my share, in that domain, we are inclined to give just a little. Okay, my body is created, but I didn't create my body. Of course, I am a reasonable person, try to look reasonable, but I am using it. I am taking care of it, and I did this work with this, and it is me who did the work. So the production of my action is owned by me. That's what we have been arguing. We don't want to submit that whatever we do, the result is created by God. I cannot claim anything. If it is something, the outcome of my choice is something good, I have to be thankful to the Creator that He gave me the opportunity to choose the good, something good. If the outcome is bad, I have to ask the Creator for His forgiveness, because I misused the opportunities. I misused my feelings. I misused the property that He has already created and given to me. I have to ask for forgiveness. That is why two ways are given to human beings in what comes out to be good, to be thankful as a result of our free choice. What comes out to be good, to be thankful to the Creator. What comes out to be bad as a result of my choice, ask for forgiveness. It means we have two options in our life. If the result is good, be thankful. If the result is the result of my choice is bad, ask for forgiveness and repent for it. Try to choose not to do it again. That's it. But of course, those people who turn away from the reality and want to claim their ownership of something, anything, they give a little. And that little is also given grudgingly, not generously, not rightly. I don't want to give it, but that's no way that I can claim, right? For example, it's a practical example. I am living with some people, and I have some food, but a practical example. Don't say always you give the example of food. That's very practical. You can expand it to everything. And let's say I have some, mangoes, a few mangoes. I found that you are looking at me in a expressing that, oh, I need one mango, and can you give it to me? Looking at me, staring at the way I eat, and your eyes always fixed on my eating. I say, would you like a mango? And you say, yes, please. Okay, I give the mango to you, one of the mangoes to you. And I say, you see, I gave you the mango. I am a good man. You say, Ali, well, you gave you the mango. Let's analyze this action first. Are you the creator of the mango? I say, the creator of the mango? No, that's obvious. But I paid for it. And I spent my labor to make that money. Okay, when you paid, of course, you worked for the money that you gave for it. Okay. While we are working to gain the money, what did you use? All the qualities you used are given to you. But I look at the trick, which Satan comes always with this trick. Be careful, for it is valid for everyone, not only for me. I experience in my life. If I had chosen, if I had chosen not to give the mango to you, you would have not had the mango. Is it true? Yes, it is. If I had chosen, he wouldn't have it. That's correct. But this if clause, we have to be very careful. If clause is not the way to justify the claim of the choice by myself, because the choice is performed as a result of the feeling within myself, because I felt pity for you. You stared at me in such a way that my sense of compassion, mercy was agitated. So it overcame over my choice and said, okay, I should give it. Yes, this sense of mercy, compassion, sense of help, sense of sharing, all of them are given to me. I have just chosen it. I cannot claim anything over this action, but only I have to be thankful to the creator of the result, which is giving the mango to you in this example, and saying that I feel that through the feelings you gave me, this is a good action, and I am very thankful, oh my creator, for giving me the opportunity to do something good. Thankfulness. Excuse me, let me put the light on. Okay. You understand that? Isn't that very difficult? To abandon everything to their real honor. So we should not turn away from our reality, accepting our reality. It is a beautiful teaching of the Quran. It is very effective, very meaningful, very true teaching of the Quran, that we should never turn away from our reality. And we have to give all the domain that I may claim to possess back to its real honor. not grudgingly, willingly, thankfully. I say, everything belongs to you, O my Creator. I am only the one who uses them. Nothing more. Nothing more. I have to be careful not to misuse all these opportunities, especially the free will you gave me. I have to watch out. Maybe we need the help of my Creator, our Creator. Please help me not to misuse, look, not to misuse the free will, the trust you gave it to me. Not to misuse. When I use it rightly, it is supposed to be in this way. Why? Because, for example, car is made to run. So when it runs, it's okay. When it doesn't run, I get angry with the car. So it is made to run. Of course, car doesn't have a free will, but it's just an example. Just a simple example. When I act in the right way, I have just the right to be thankful. That's it. But if I don't act in the way I am created, choose the wrong direction, then I am responsible for it. We have to be careful about this point. I need to be careful about this point. That's why I have to express or admit, confess my need for help from my Creator. Please, my Creator, do not give me the opportunity to misuse the trust you gave me, which is the free will. Please help me. When I pray this way, it means I am consolidating the truth that my responsibility is not abuse the trust given to me, the most important of which is free will. I am free to use everything. I am free to choose everything. I can use one match or lighter and go to the forest during the hot summer days, burn one single branch of a tree and leave it. What happens? What happens? I burn down the whole forest. You see how powerful I am in destruction, misuse, bad actions. But if I want to grow a tree, I have to do lots of things and wait for the tree to grow. So in good actions, it is not that easy. In bad actions, in destruction, human beings are very powerful. That's what the Quran teaches. You are so unjust, arrogant. You can destroy everything that's possible for you. But when it comes to do good deeds, you are so shortcoming, needy of the help of the Creator. Without the help of the Creator, I cannot do anything good. That's why I have to ask the Creator to help me to use my free will in the right direction. Now, we shouldn't turn away. I understood principle 1. Shall we move on to the verse 35? عنده علم الغيب فهو يرى. It's a very good verse. Is the knowledge of what cannot be perceivable, which is known as ghaib. Most of you are familiar with this word, which is not perceivable ghaib. So that he sees it, he is the knowledge of ghaib is with him. Yeah, that's a simple understanding with a very rough translation. عنده علم الغيب, the knowledge of ghaib is with him. فهو يرى, as if he sees it. فهو يرى means as if he's seeing it. The ghaib. Of course, the problem is, what is ghaib? In general knowledge, which is in the culture, ghaib means, for example, God is in ghaib. It means not within the universe. And hereafter, I'm talking with the cultural language now. The hereafter is in ghaib because it is not in the universe. It will be created later on, or even if some people are aware of it or not, that's not our subject. I don't want to go into details about it. The hereafter exists, but it is not within the universe, so that I cannot perceive it. It is ghaib for me. And to some people, angels are ghaib because we don't see them in physical form, and spirit is ghaib because I don't see them in physical form. This kind of lots of speculations about ghaib. So these people who turn away, about them, the Quran says, does he have the knowledge of ghaib? As if he is seeing it? So what is ghaib here? If a person, now I want to understand the real meaning of ghaib in the language of the Quran. Of course, this understanding is not limited to this verse only. Generally, how the word ghaib is dealt with, used in the general context of the Quran, according to the purpose of the Quran. The Quran says, I am going to guide you, human being, that I am speaking to teach you ghaib, so that you will have a confidence, you will have confidence in the existence of the ghaib, how to reach there. Not to get the knowledge of it, but be aware of its existence. Now, knowledge of the contents, essence of ghaib is different from its existence. Again, these subjects are not very generally discussed in the culture. It may be hard for us to grasp. In fact, in this class, we don't talk about what is already known in the culture. You know that. So it is already known. There is no need to talk about it. Go and search Google, and thousands, maybe not hundreds of thousands of YouTube channels or videos are available for you to teach what is already known. But this kind of matters are scarce, very scarcely dealt with or treated. That's why we have to be very, very attentive in this class. I have to be as well. So, ghaib, the Quran says, you are responsible to the addressee. It means when I read the Quran speaks to me that, no, look, Ali, I am your creator, right? I'm speaking to you, okay? And you have to believe in ghaib. I say, okay, let me see if this claim is consistent within itself. I say, what do you mean by ghaib? Ghaib is the aspect of everything which looks to me, I am the absolute ghaib. You cannot imagine. But you can be sure of my existence. It means I am presenting your existence, your qualities, the whole universe to you in order to understand that all whatever exists has an aspect which looks, shows, proves, functions as signs to my existence, the speaker in the Quran says. Is it really? Is there such a thing? Of course, I am a human being. I have to question. This ability is given to me by my creator again. So I cannot help but ask the question, is it really true? I look around everything, including my own existence, my friends, and whatever I can see now. I can see now the clouds and sky in front of my eyes. Here, there are some higher top levels of the branches of trees, because I'm in the third floor of a building. So the black clouds there, the sun is getting setting, getting ready to set, and these have, the book says, this Quran ayah says, an aspect which looks to ghaib. Now, of course, this particular verse says those people who turn away is challenged by the Quran saying that, do you have the knowledge of the ghaib? As if you see it so that you can be so sure that I don't need the guidance of my creator. I can be enough. I am self-sufficient. I am not in need of the creator to guide me, to teach me what's right, what is wrong, what to do, what not to do. No. That's why those people who turn away from the creator or the reality. And the Quran says, do you have the knowledge of what is ghaib? And as if you see it, it means you don't have it. If you had it, you wouldn't be a person who turns away from my guidance. But I say, oh, that is a bad thing. But what is right, so that I will learn something from my creator. Creator says you are expected to believe, to confirm the ghaib, not to have the knowledge of its content. That is the point. Mostly confused with the people. They say, no, we don't know ghaib. I don't know the content of the ghaib, but I know the existence of ghaib. That's what the Quran teaches me. That's why Quran says you have to believe in ghaib, that it exists. The ghaib is the creator. Quran says, whatever I have created, one aspect of what I have created demonstrates, proves the existence of the ghaib, which is the creator. It means everything is a sign to the Creator in the way that they come into existence, right? When you see something here, I see the branch of a tree here. In front of my eyes, you can see something, whatever. So look at this branch of tree. The way it comes into existence is so mysterious, so interesting. It has elements in it, but elements have no knowledge, no quality, so that they will keep themselves alive, they will multiply, they will grow in a certain way according to their own purpose of existence. But nowadays people say, but DNA is already there, written. Who wrote it? Did your father write it? Who wrote it? Who arranged this plan so that it will perfectly be existing, unique to its own self, and complete in its own existence, although it exists within the context of the whole, the rest of the things around it. But it should keep its own unique, perfect existence. Perfect existence. It means complete existence. This tree is whatever tree, I don't know the name of these trees, or I have no knowledge of this kind of biology or botanics, anything. So I'm an ignorant man. But whatever the tree, let's say it is tree A tree, so X tree, and let's put the name X on it, X tree. X tree has to be unique to its own form, function in a unique way according to its own way of existence, but its elements have no quality to realize, to execute the result. It continues to change, and it cannot have any free will to control its change. I'm going to be this way or another way, including its shape, in its color, the smell, the shapes of the leaves, and how it is going to form a perfect tree, protect its own identity, to be that tree when I look at, this is the X tree. I would distinguish it from the rest of the other thousands, hundreds of thousands of other trees. Everyone has its own unique, complete function, form, and everything. Oh, they demonstrate that they cannot do this by themselves, but they are done. There is something functioning there, giving existence to them in such a way that it is component parts can never, ever perform it. They are just used, employed there. There is another aspect of the world, this existence of everything. This aspect demonstrates, shows the human mind that there is something functioning behind this physical appearance. I say there is an agent who is doing it. Which kind of agent is it? Or can it be? I look at it. Every single cell in the body of the branch I'm seeing now, acts or is given existence in such a perfect harmony with its other parts, with its other branches, with the rest of the things around it. It is unique in its existence, at the same time acting together, complementing the perfect order of the universe together, but they cannot do it. They are the witnesses of the ghaib, which is not physically observed, but at the same time, definitely demonstrating its existence in a way that I cannot deny. So I don't know the knowledge of the ghaib as if I'm seeing it, but I can assure that such a being with all the qualities manifesting in the physical form that I am experiencing here must exist, and he is the source of, origin of, existence of everything. Now, we understand that those people who turn away from admitting the existence of ghaib and speaking in a nonsense, completely nonsense way, saying that the universe must have been existed for so many years and developing by themselves. It may be that there are endless universes. It may be that there are lots of, the theories, all theories, but these people who turn away from the guidance of their creator come up with theories based on, there is such a thing is happening. It may be that the universe is such that acting, but all of them says, all the theory says there is no creator. What? Maybe this is happening in this way or another way. Maybe. They keep changing the minds, of course, but they never try to see the reality, which the physical existence of the universe openly declares that they are the signs demonstrating, proving, showing to conscious beings that a ghaib, an absolutely ghaib, it means not of the physical world, is functioning and demonstrating his qualities to conscious human beings and making himself known to human beings. As far as we are concerned, maybe other creatures also may know of him, but that's not my concern. My concern is I am aware of his existence. So do you see that those people who turn away from the guidance from the creator, guidance of the creator, they cannot know the ghaib, but they are speaking in a speculative way. Maybe. They keep changing their minds, but turn blind to the signs that the universe declares openly that they are the product of the one who is not of the nature of the universe, but the creator of the universe. They turn away from it. Creator of the universe. Those people now, oh, sorry, I confused. Now we can change the position of this so that I can see. What's that? What is this? Okay, no. Sorry, my ignorance. Yeah. Oh, something happened. Strange. Okay. All right. Okay. One thing more, which way? All right. Interestingly, the following verse says, or M لم ينبأ بما في صحف موسى. Has he not been informed of what is in the scriptures of Musa? You see the context now? Scriptures of the prophet. Have you not heard that there are prophets here on earth who claim that they have got the message from the Creator and presented to you? No, those people who turned away were turning away from the scriptures that the prophets brought. You understand? Excuse me, I have to check the chat box. There's a sign that there's a, okay. And what makes me turn away? What makes you turn away? You are free. Nothing. I thank you, the friend who is asking the question. I mean, you can check the question. Feriha is asking the question. So what makes you turn? No. Nothing makes you turn away. You are given the free will. You turn away. Nothing external to you makes you turn away. You choose to turn away. You choose not to turn away. You are absolutely free. You are set free, that you are created free. There is no external factor. You are created free. So now it is, the Quran reminds them, have you not been informed of what is in the scriptures of Moses and of Abraham, who fulfilled his duty, الذي وفى, means they have brought the message to you. I gave them, I employed them to bring my verbal explanation to help you to understand what the reality of your existence is. What is the purpose of the purpose of your existence is. I provide you with. Why do you turn away? That's what the Quran draws our attention to, the historical reality that human beings have been experiencing. As far as we know, the history, we don't know everything, of course, but the history we hear, there are some people who claim that they have been given the message from the Creator in order to help us understand our reality. Have you not heard of it? For example, nowadays, all those people who are busy with speculations. How can I explain the existence of the universe? And obstinately remaining within the universe itself, that the universe existed within itself by itself. There is no external factor. What? It may be. Come on. Let's look at the universe and have a free mind. Look, you may not know how to look at the universe, but the creator of the universe has employed some people and sent to you with the scriptures, with the guiding speech that you can understand. Just give a chance to them and listen to them and try to think whether it makes sense or not. Come on, don't accept it. No one it says that accept it immediately. Come on, think about it. Have an alternative to make a decision through your free will. Listen to it for a while. They say, very simple, very simple. The universe cannot exist by itself. It is a creator. And everything in the universe witnesses to this. Why don't you explore the universe and see anything, take anything, whatever you want? Everything equally declares the source of its existence, which is not in the physical form of this universe, but the creator of the universe, which is ghaib to you, but you can be aware of the existence of the ghaib. That's what the Quran says. You believe in ghaib means ghaib exists, definitely. I have not seen the creator. I am not expected to see the creator creating the things in daytime or daylight or while in my dream. No, no, no. I have my reason given to me to be used. I use my reasoning. I see that the matter cannot have inequality to give existence as I observe it in the form of a wonderful creation. It is my rational conclusion. The guidance says from my creator, look, I have created you with disability. If you really think about yourself, you cannot create yourself. You cannot create your feelings, your abilities. Isn't that true? I say, not really. Yes, you are right, really. I cannot be the creator of myself. That's a free thinking as far as I am concerned. As far as I am concerned, I'm using my free will, free thinking. I shouldn't, the only thing which is required of me by the scripture is this: don't be biased. Don't have a prejudiced attitude saying that there is no creator. Just a minute. I'm not asking you to accept the creator straight away. I am asking you to investigate the universe. Use the abilities I have endowed on you. Investigate it with an open-mindedness. Think about it. Can they exist by themselves? Can they give existence to themselves? Come on, use your reason. I am just trying to help you to find out the right way of explaining your own existence, and thus to see the purpose in your existence. if you don't listen to me, you will lose your human honor. You will suffer a lot, suffer from meaninglessness, suffer from dead end of your efforts in this world. Whatever you do, at the end, momentarily you are losing them, and at the end of your life, you will totally lose them. If you don't accept the Creator, you will suffer from being a loser in your existence. Every moment you lose yourself, you know that your life is meaningless if there is no purpose in your existence designed by a conscious Creator. If there was no, designed by a conscious Creator. And I am giving you extra guidance, telling you as if begging you not to fall into a mistake. If you look at the scriptures, for example, if you study the Quran, which is unfortunately ignored a lot, even by the people who claim that they believe in the Quran, Quran is very much neglected from being studied, carefully studied. For example, it is now Ramadan, everybody is excited, and this is the sacred days. For the Muslims, I'm speaking about the believers in the Quran. They say we have to concentrate on the purpose of our existence as much as possible during these days. What they do. Not everyone, of course, but generally, general trend among the believers in the Quran. Read it for blessings, for reward, bargaining. I will read your word, O Creator. You will pay me the paradise, which is endless, absolute, infinite pleasure. Why? Because I read it without using my human qualities, understanding. What a cheap way of bargaining, isn't it? What a pity, unfortunately. Quran itself says, in the Quran, the prophet, the one who brought this Quran to you, those Moses, Abraham mentioned here, these are just examples. It's not important who they are. Those people who brought historically the message of the Creator to the people. So these prophets will say, oh my God, oh my Creator, I presented your guidance, your speech, your guiding speech to human beings as a result of your mercy, as mercy from you. But they left the Quran alone. What does it mean? Every Muslim has a copy of, let me put it in quote unquote Quran, Mus'haf. It means written book. They didn't leave it. They didn't abandon it, seemingly. But the message the Quran brings is not taken, unfortunately. I'm not saying you are not doing it, but generally it is neglected. Only the wording, which is okay if someone cannot do it, other than reading the text. It is fine for him. How about you, my friends here? Can you read any book that you are reading without understanding? Can you bear it? I don't think you can. I can't. How can I dare to read the speech of my Creator without paying attention what he says? Just repeat the vocal sound of it. I cannot read any book in my life, but those people, those ordinary people, uneducated people, they cannot do better than this. I understand. They cannot do better than this. With their good, clean heart and intention, they say, I don't understand, but at least let me read the text. I appreciate it. I encourage it, but not to you, my friends. You cannot read any book without understanding. So we have to pay attention to it as much as we can. Now, if a person wants to become, I don't know, nowadays everybody wants to become a computer engineer. It's a very practical subject, or medical studies also is very sought after subject. Whatever, they start from the first year, the second year, third year, and they improve their understanding of the subject. They don't see any harm in it. They really pay for it. I mean, we all did. I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for my education in one way or another. Why? Because I want to improve my capacity to understand what I'm doing. When it comes to the Quran, speech of my Creator, I'm very mean. I don't want to pay. Even I don't want to go stage by stage to improve my perception, my understanding of the speech. Let me see the time. Oh, it's time for iftar. So, I mean, we have to take the Quran seriously, although we don't turn away from the message, but at the same time, we don't know what the message is really. We have to be more serious about the message. We know that, as the Quran says, has he not been informed of what is in the scripture of Moses? Scriptures of Moses, Suhuf, plural. And also Abraham, who really fulfilled his duty, it means really conveyed the message to you honestly. Of course, the Quran is here, Muhammad as well did the same mission. Here is the message in our hand, and we are sure that it is here. I can study it. We are studying it, alhamdulillah. Thank God. We are studying it, trying to understand what it means. And also, not only hour and a half a week, come on, I mean, we have to be fair. Even if I want to buy a piece of furniture for my house, I spend hours and hours. I consult how many web pages, websites, and also friends ask when it comes to my eternal life, the purpose of my existence. I shouldn't be mean. It is a pity. It is a pity. I'm very sorry for myself as well. I should not be mean. I have to be generous. Now, They say Ramadan is the month of generosity. Yes, it is the month of generosity to spare more time on understanding the Quran, because Quran itself says Ramadan is the month of the Quran. We are expected to study the Quran as much as possible. Concentrated. Very, we have to take Quran studies in an intensive class, not 1 hour or 2 hours a week, inshallah. Okay, we have to stop here. Thank you very much. Inshallah, we will continue from the verse 38. It's a beautiful chapter of the Quran, but very deep meaning. We have to work and pray, ask Allah, please Allah, give us the ability to understand your message in the best way. Jazakumullah, thank you very much for your patience. Today I didn't give the opportunity to you to ask to communicate with me, because I found that it is really not easy. We have to very seriously concentrate on the message. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. May Allah accept your fasting, your prayers, your studying the Quran. Inshallah, I'll see you next Saturday and next Monday. Inshallah, I'm very pleased to study the Quran with you. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.